Hey everyone, Draco Prime 220 here, and I want to talk about Spider-Man. I just put up a short basically revolving around Spider-Man Noir, the Spider-Noir series that's coming out. I'm really looking forward to it. I like the atmosphere. I really like the tone. Like, it looks like it has a bit of like a trippy, supernatural like look, like the way he's at, like how I'm guessing it's Peter Parker, but they're calling him something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. If anyone can remind me, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really excited for this. I am really looking forward to it. I'm really interested to see who see this story play out. Is this a sequel to Into the Spider-Verse? Or is this its own thing? I kind of find it hard it's its own thing since it features Nicolas Cage playing the title character. I really like how it's just Nicolas Cage having fun as Spider-Noir. I like how the costume looks, very comic book accurate, and I like that we see a hint of we're gonna have Flint Marko, the Sandman. Possibly Electro and Molten Man, I believe, because at one point you see a guy on fire, and then you see another guy with you just see this electrical hand. So I'm really curious to see how this plays out. And the cool thing is, you can watch it in black and white or color. To be honest, I just may watch it in black and white first, then watch it in color to see what I prefer. I don't know. I grew up with a lot of classic movies. My mom and me and Nana would watch a lot of Turner Classic Movies. So I grew up liking a lot of the classics, you know. Now, I think it comes out May 27th, I believe. I think I saw that somewhere, but if I'm wrong, please someone in the in the comments, please let me know if I made a mistake, please. But I'm going to talk about something right now, Spider-Man Brand New Day. We were supposed to get the trailer on Super Bowl along with Avengers Doomsday. You know, those two movies are the two, superhero-wise, I am looking forward to. If I had to say my top 5 films I'm looking forward to for the theaters is Scream 7, Spider-Man Brand New Day, I'm trying to think of top 5 because from what I've seen, there's not a lot of good movies coming out this year. Well, there's a couple big ones I'm looking forward to. Spider-Man Brand New Day, Avengers Doomsday. Oh boy, I'm trying to think of 2 more. I know my number 1 I'm looking forward to. Now, there's a movie I'm curious. I'm curious about this movie. It's called, it's an upcoming horror film called Hungry, about this hippo that's rampaging in the South Florida swamps. And just to let you know, I'm never going to look at Hungry Hungry Hippos the same way again. And 9 out of 10, hippos are no joke. They can bite a crocodile in half. So this is going to be interesting. Are they going to bring the hippo to life with CGI or some practical effects? I don't know. That's my I'm all curious about that one. But the number 1 movie, of course, if you know from my YouTube page, Godzilla. Godzilla minus 0. Those are the top 5 movies I could think off the top of my head that I'm excited for, that I'm looking forward to. But we're not talking about Godzilla or anything. We're talking about Spider-Man. Spider-Man Brand New Day is going, I've been hearing a lot of leaks and rumors. I've been doing some looking on Google, and I'm curious because we all know Hulk is in it. Now he's going to be a more savage version of Grey Hulk. That I find interesting because yesterday on my Twitter account, or X, whatever you want to call it, I prefer Twitter. I don't know why they had to change it to X. Twitter sounded more nice, I guess. But there was some merchandise revealed. One of them was a backpack. I know that Scorpion is going to be in it. Sorry about that. My apologies. Boomerang is going to be in it. Punisher, of course. I love the Punisher since I seen Daredevil. Who needs powers when you got full-on rage to let loose on your enemies. And you're... Don't mess with Punisher. He'll rip your throat out. Literally. Spider-Man seems to be going through a lot. And it seems from what I've read up on the leaks and rumors, before I get to that, about Hulk, I'm going to be straightforward with you here. I liked Hulk up until Thor Ragnarok. I think Hulk's depiction in Thor Ragnarok was good. It was a proper balance of the savage beast, between the savage beast and him able to communicate properly. He would like talking broken sentences somewhat. And after that, I'm like, I get it for Infinity War. They had to show off Thanos as this powerful threat, so he literally beats the Hulk. But then they make him into Smart Hulk. And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't the Smart Hulk a totally different character and not Bruce Banner? Because I remember seeing on Variant Comics or Comic Storian that Smart Hulk is a completely different guy. Like, he's another person, he becomes the Hulk, but he keeps all his intelligence intact. And I'm like, Hulk was done dirty after that. I'm sorry. I was like, they did Hulk dirty. And the Incredible Hulk is one of my favorite Marvel characters. And the thing is, he never got a proper, little rematch with Thanos in Endgame. And I'm like, Thanos utterly humiliated Hulk, terrified him to the point where he was stuck in, he didn't want to come out all of Infinity War when we could have really have used him. And you didn't even give him a proper rematch, have him, I understand with the whole the Infinity Gauntlet where his arm got all messed up, but you couldn't at least give him, hey, maybe with his one good arm, he's taps on Thanos' shoulder and says, hey, remember me? And goes, boom! Punches him in the air, then punches him again or something. That would have been satisfying enough for me. But Hulk's been done dirty. Now, everyone has their opinion about Captain America. What is it? It's one where Sam Wilson is now the Falcon is now Captain America. Captain America 4. I can't remember the title off of my head. The Red Hulk, who was revealed in the trailer, he was a nice change. It was nice seeing Red Hulk. It was nice seeing a pure, savage, scary Hulk. This is the Hulk I've been wanting for a long time since Banner became Smart Hulk. And now we are going to be probably getting, according to some leaks and rumors, a more savage version of Grey Hulk. Because Grey Hulk was originally supposed to appear in Avengers Age of Ultron, but due to test screenings, they didn't like it. These people who saw this test screening do remember that the very first comic for Hulk, he was gray, not green. So you're going to have an issue where he becomes the Grey Hulk. They had a problem with him becoming Grey Hulk then, but they don't have a problem with him becoming Grey Hulk now. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it does to them. I don't know. But, now the thing I'm going to talk about now, which I find very intriguing, we're getting a bunch of villains. Peter Parker is shutting off, according to the leaks and rumors, and remember, take this with a grain of salt. We don't know how true these rumors are and these leaks are, so take this with a grain of salt. But if true, this can prove to be a very interesting Spider-Man film. This is my belief. You close off your humanity, that gives the chance for the monsters inside of you to be unleashed. Your innermost demons, your innermost negative feelings, I believe. And Peter Parker seems to be shutting off his human side, which is causing his powers to go all kinds of crazy. And according to this leaked trailer that came out a while back, he enters a cocoon. They're taking inspiration from The Fly, and he comes out all ripped and jacked, and he has organic webbing now, similar to Tobey Maguire. So I'm kind of curious. And they're saying, like, I'm curious about that because if they're taking inspiration from The Fly, oh, I'll get to that in a second. But according to the leaks, Peter Parker, since he's shutting off his humanity and he's becoming more like going on to more of his Spider-Man side, he at some point in the film supposedly transforms into Man Spider. I don't know how true these are. Once again, take these all with a grain of salt. The trailer might be able to confirm whether these leaks and rumors are true or or utter bullcrap. So we gotta wait and see if this is true or not. But if it is, it can go 50-50. Man Spider, I'm gonna be honest, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon where Spider-Man became Man Spider freaked me out. And I'm gonna make a little confession here. I can handle any movie monster you throw at me. Giant movie monsters, King Kong, slasher villains, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers, Pumpkinhead, and all them. But for the longest time, I can't handle two kinds of monsters. Insectoid, humanoid monsters, or reptilian ones. And I'll still go watch the movie. I'm kind of curious because are they going to bring Man Spider to life through, if it is true, through motion capture, like with Planet of the Apes? Or are they going to use some form of practical effects? I don't know. But I'm going to be honest with you. I've never liked those two types of monsters. When I was younger, I was at Nana's in October, and this movie came on called The Fly, and I'm like, she was sleeping in her chair, so I grabbed the remote, put on AMC, and The Fly came on, and I'm like, why is it called The Fly? And of course, if you know The Fly, the original, basically the scientist makes a teleporter and something happens. At one point, a fly gets in and his hand and head are switched to where his human head and hand are on the fly and the fly's head and claw are on the human body. That terrified me. Especially, there were two scenes that terrified me that, I'm like, oh my god! I actually jumped off the couch when the scene came up. It's when he goes through the teleporter again, and she doesn't even think twice of removing the cover over his face. She rips it off and bam! He has this fly head, and I'm like, when I was younger, I jumped. I freaked out. I ran to the bathroom because you see the little thing twitching, and you see his eyes, and it looked so. Something about just scared me that day. And I thought that was it. Nana changed the channel immediately. She instantly woke up when she heard me running. And then she fell back to sleep again. Curious, stupid me at that age, put the movie back on. And I thought I wasn't going to get scared anymore. Wrong. I got scared again. I continued watching the rest of the film, and the corridor leads to the end. You're thinking it's going to end with her going away and stuff like that. No. If anyone has seen this scene, you know it's probably memed. It's been parodied. It was parodied in The Emperor's New Groove. It's the scene with them finding the fly they've been trying to track, and it's in a spider web. You know, I can handle things at a distance. And I don't like spiders. I don't. I'm not arachnophobic, but where I used to live, we had these medium-sized, like, we called them mini tarantulas. They were brown spiders. I could not. They freaked me out. And this spider is inching towards the fly. And you hear him going, help me, help me. And I'm like, you know those moments where you're scared of something, but you just can't look away? That was one of these situations. And I'm like, I couldn't look away, but I was scared. I could feel myself shaking. It wasn't until the policeman grabs the rock and smashes the spider web, and I jumped, and I'm like, I could not sleep that night. I couldn't. But believe it or not, I could handle its sequel, Return of the Fly. I know, it's silly, right? I could handle the Return of the Fly, its sequel. I'm guessing because the effects don't look as realistic. The only thing that makes him a little creepy is that when he goes for the teleporter, he just doesn't get high at Fly's head and Fly's hand, he gets a Fly's foot. And when he ever ends up like on concrete or a road, he has to drag his leg and you hear this very eerie scraping noise that's like to indicate he's there. And I'm like, I can handle the Fly too, but I can't handle the first Fly. I've seen Joan Cronenberg's remake. I felt more sad and disgusted by that film than scared. Because we know how it ends. Fly 2, I watched it. It was good. And actually, there's nothing really gory or scary until like the third act when the Fly goes on a rampage. Then the second thing is that I can't handle is reptilian-esque monsters. And I'm going to be honest, I can't handle them. There are 3 that I cannot handle. I couldn't back then. I can now. I could pretty much watch them and not even care. The first one was this B film made by Fox called The Alligator People. I know, it's a crazy, weird name, but it's a real movie. Has Lon Chaney Jr. playing this hooked hand, crazy guy who doesn't like alligators. The movie wasn't scary until the end, because they're going to use this ray to turn the guy back to normal, but it's on him too long, and he gets like an alligator face and more scaly and claws, and I'm like, I couldn't handle it. I know I did hear that the actress, when she sees it, she couldn't help, they had to do like multiple takes because she was laughing so much of how the mask looked. I'm glad she found it funny, because when I was younger and I saw that film, I'm like, I couldn't find it funny. I was scared of it. The second movie, I've seen a couple people talk about it on YouTube. It was made from Hallmark, called The Legend of Gatorface. And it starred one of the kids from the Haunted Mask 2, the two-parter, Haunted Mask Part 2. It was that kid. I can't remember his name, but it features a swamp creature called Gatorface, a half-human, half-alligator hybrid. And I could not watch him. Like, I had a really hard time watching him. And I'm thinking, why the heck did I ask my mom for that? Why? If I couldn't even handle the cover art. It freaked me out. Now these days I can watch those 2 films. But the film that I'm talking about now is Creature from the Black Lagoon, 1954. I could handle the underwater scenes. They weren't a problem. I could handle watching scenes of him underwater all day. Well, it wasn't until he comes onto land that I could not watch him. I still, I don't get scared of it, but I gotta, pull back, okay, it makes me still a little uneasy. It's when he comes onto land, and it wasn't his design. I thought his design was really cool looking, but his eyes. I'm like, his eyes and the fact that when he breathes, he goes, and you see the gills move, which was a cool effect. I think that's a cool effect now, but back then when I saw it when I was younger, I was scared. And there's the one scene that really scared me is when he gets on the boat, he's sneaking behind the crew to get Kate, excuse me, and he's getting closer to the camera, and I was just thinking, oh, he's gonna get closer to the camera, then they're gonna focus on the girl, and he's gonna show up from behind her and grab her. No. He gets closer and closer and closer to the camera, and I'm like, all right, stop it. Jeez, focus on something else. You really have to let him get that close to the camera? And, yeah, that scene makes me a little uneasy even today. And, yeah, I can't. Those are the 2 kind of monsters that I really have had a hard time handling over the years. I'm getting better, but still they make me a little uneasy. So I'm wondering if Man Spider does show up in the film, because they say he's going to be pretty feral. I'm gonna probably have a hard time watching those scenes because I don't know how they're gonna bring, if he is in the film, how they're gonna bring him to life. Like, is it gonna be some form of practical effects, motion capture? I'm gonna think motion capture, but I'm just nervous. I'm a little, oh boy. But I am very excited to see this film because, one, we're getting another version of a Hulk, Gray Hulk, more savage. About bloody time, Marvel. You've been doing the big green Goliath dirty for a while now. It's about time to bring some more savagery to the table. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for the Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Man Brand New Day. And like I said, I personally believe the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer is not too far behind. It's only a matter of time now. If Spider Noir came today, it's not gonna be very long until we get the Brand New Day trailer. So if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a little chilly outside, so if you ever are going out for maybe a dinner or something, or with friends, stay safe, stay warm. Until next time, I am Draco Prime 220, signing off.